So this vlog is going to be about my Bali Beaches trip with Real Gap. I am heading off tonight and I can't wait. So I've just arrived in Bali. It is 2 in the morning here. So yeah, after a nice long 20-hour flight from London, finally arrived. So I was met at the airport by a guy from Real Gap who brought me to the hotel that we're going to be staying in. I've actually arrived the day before the trip starts. The Real Gap arranged for me to stay in the same hotel, so that's really handy as well. Tomorrow is just everyone else arriving, I believe, so probably just have a wander, sit around the pool. We headed to Uluwatu Temple yesterday morning. We got there and we had to put on these sarongs to cover our knees, so they were nice and pretty. After we got those on, we then headed down sort of the walkway, and there were loads and loads of monkeys. So our tour guide Beth did warn us about these and how they can steal your stuff. A number of people didn't listen though, and ended up having their sunglasses stolen. I even saw someone's mobile phone being nicked, so that was quite funny. The temple itself there wasn't that much to see. You weren't actually allowed inside because you had to be, I think it was like an Indonesian Muslim to go inside, don't quote me on that though. Anyway, but the views out onto the Indian Ocean were really great. After that we then headed back to Kuta and went for a surfing lesson in the afternoon. I hadn't expected to be very good at surfing, but I was quite pleasantly surprised. I actually managed to catch some waves and I think do an alright job. The instructors were really helpful, actually really hilarious as well. And we ended up meeting them in the evening, and we went to this nightclub called the Sky Garden, which is this huge place, sort of I think it's like 6-7 floors. You can get unlimited drink and unlimited food for 100,000 rupiah, which is about £5, so mega cheap. So it was a really great day. So today we headed to Ubud. En route we stopped off at Tanalot Temple. So this was really cool. There was a couple of different things that we could do. There was some lucky snakes in a cave. You could go in, touch the snakes. I was quite apprehensive because the guy said they couldn't bite, but I think probably could. Anyway, so touched the snakes, got my good luck. Then headed over to an island, sort of an island, just across a little sort of stream of water to get blessed. So this involved putting holy water on my face, having rice put on my forehead and a flower in my hair. So yep, I'm now blessed. We also went to look at the views at the top of the hill. Loads of sort of rocks jutting out of the water, loads of greenery, so really picturesque. After we were done at Tanalot Temple, we got back on the coach and headed into Ubud to our hotel. Pleasantly surprised at how great it is. The rooms are great, the food is great, the atmosphere is great. So yeah, all around really good. After we'd settled into the hotel, we then headed to Monkey Forest. So I really wanted to get a picture of a monkey on me. That was my goal of the trip. But our tour guide had told us that this was unlikely because they'd actually banned tourists giving monkeys food to control the population. However, I got there, straight away I had a monkey jump on my back, so it was really wicked. Got my pictures, got my videos, so I was really happy with that. The forest itself as well was really gorgeous. There's loads of sort of winding trees, loads of greenery, streams, so it had a really great vibe to it. And then after that, stroll back to the hotel, and then there's live music and a barbecue tonight. So yesterday we visited a coffee plantation in the morning, and we learned about how the world's most expensive coffee is made. So that was really interesting, if not a little bit disgusting, because it comes from Luwak's poo. But yeah, so that was nice. Then after that we went for lunch overlooking Mount Batur. So there were some really stunning views. Looking out of the restaurant, had like a glass balcony and a nice roof terrace with like a picture point. So yeah, that was really incredible as well. And then finally that day we visited the rice terraces. So these were really breathtaking, so sort of lavish greens shimmering off the sun. So again, really stunning, really gorgeous. And I went on the giant swing there, so I could get a bird's eye view of the terraces, which was really cool. And I definitely recommend it if anyone else is going to Bali. So today I had a really early start. I had 1 hour sleep. I got up at 1:30 as I was being collected at 2 AM. Before the trip, I had really wanted to go on a sunrise trek on Mount Batur. However, it wasn't actually mentioned anywhere. So I was pleasantly surprised when I got here to find out that you can actually do it as an optional activity. So I went along with 6 other people out of my group to the volcano in the morning. We stopped off on the way at the coffee plantation again to get some coffee to wake up. So that was wicked. And then we got there and it was a 2-hour trek up the volcano. It was much more challenging than I'd actually anticipated. Sort of lots of loose rocks under feet, really sort of steep inclines. But once we got to the top, it was so worth it. We were rewarded with these incredible views of the sunrise. It wasn't the best as it could be because it was quite cloudy. However, the clouds did break up as the sun started to rise. So not all was lost, and it was still an amazing experience. And then after that was an optional activity. So then we had all the planned activities as well for the day. So we got back to the hotel, and then we got on the bus to go to a local primary school. This was really rewarding, seeing and finding out more about Balinese life and talking to the kids. It's amazing how well they can speak English and how good they are at football. Absolutely wiped the floor with me. So that was a great experience as well. And the last activity for the day, at this point I was very knackered after another 1 hour's sleep the night before. We went to, excuse the pronunciation, Tegenungen waterfall. So it's an absolutely huge waterfall, really powerful. You can't actually swim right under it because it's so powerful. But yeah, that was great as well. So it was day 6 of the tour today. We had an early start. We left at 7 AM heading towards Gili from Ubud. So this was a bus ride and then a very bumpy boat ride. And then once we got there, we just chilled around the pool, played a bit of volleyball, had a few beers before heading out on a bike tour around the island in the evening. So this was a really great opportunity to explore maybe parts of the island that we wouldn't have otherwise seen if we just stuck to the main strip. So yeah, and then after quickly getting ready for the night out in the evening, we went on the Gili pub crawl. That was a really wicked night out, and everyone had sore heads in the morning. So today we went on a snorkeling trip around the waters surrounding the Gili Islands. So I've really been looking forward to this because the waters around the Gili Islands are really well known for being overpopulated with sea turtles, and that came really true. We saw 6, I believe, just snorkeling, which was really cool, and we also saw some underwater sculptures because they're like sort of really shallow, so you can see them just snorkeling. Again, really incredible. After the snorkeling trip, we then headed back and got ready for our final night out together, our final meal. So sad times, but I couldn't have had a better group of people to travel around Bali with for the sort of past week. I'm going to be sticking around in Gili for a few more days to get my PADI diving qualification. But just say that overall the trip has been absolutely fantastic. Definitely recommend it if anyone's considering going to Bali and want to see the best bits but don't know where to start.